So we start by dividing. X cubed divided by x. We get x squared. X squared times x is x cubed, and x squared times negative 2 is negative 2x squared. And we subtract this minus this minus a negative, so it's plus, so we get 5x squared. And then divide again. This divided by just the first one, get 5x. And then we multiply. And imagine that it's got just parentheses there, you distribute it. 5x squared. And 5x times negative 2 is negative 10x. And now we see, oh yeah, let's drop down the negative 13x. Minus plus, so minus 3x. Because remember, we're subtracting here. So negative 13 minus a negative 10 that was there. Drop the 6 down. Negative 3x divided by x is negative 3. Negative 3 times x. Negative 3x. Negative 3 times negative 2 plus 6 minus a negative and 0. So our answer is x squared plus 5x minus 3. Because this is a remainder of 0, x minus 2 is a factor. Huge. Now, so if you took this and you multiplied it by x minus 2, right? X minus 2 times that, if you multiply that out, you would get what we started with. Okay, so just a quick wrap up. You divide. Divide by the first term. First term divided by first term, and you get this one. And then you multiply by both of these. Line up your like terms. Subtract. Divide, multiply, subtract. Divide, multiply, subtract. Divide, multiply, subtract. Over and over and over again. So, this one is ugly, to be honest with you. But the biggest part is that we should rearrange this so that it's decreasing. And so I'm going to go in decreasing degree of the x's. And so 3x squared plus ax minus 2a squared. And then I'm going to put the x to the fourth first, 3x to the fourth minus 2ax cubed minus 9a squared x squared plus 4a to the fourth. Feel free to skip ahead to the next if you don't want a challenge. This divided by this. 3x to the fourth divided by 3x squared leaves an x squared. And then we multiply. X squared times each one of these. X squared times 3x squared is 3x to the fourth. Ax cubed. And it's a positive one. And x squared times this, so we get a minus 2a squared x squared. So minus, minus, plus, we're subtracting, those cancel out, minus a negative, minus 3a x cubed, minus 9 plus 2 minus 7a squared x squared. And you can drop the plus 4, a to the fourth down. This divided by this. The 3's cancel, you leave a negative 1. There's an a left over, and x cubed divided by x squared is x. Notice that this times this will give us negative 3a x cubed. And we want that. It's always a good double check. Negative ax times this, so we get an a squared, 2 a's and 2 x's. And it's a negative, and this one will give us a negative times a negative, so plus 2a cubed so let's slide this on over then, because it's not going to line up with a like term. So plus 4a to the fourth, and so we'll just have a cubed x. And I'll drop this down later. So there was no like term, so I just shifted that over. Notice how that happened. Minus a negative, plus, minus, plus, and minus. This will be 0 minus that. So cancels out. Negative 7 plus 1 is negative 6a squared x squared minus 2a cubed x plus 4a to the fourth. Divide. You get a negative 2. A squared is left over. Divided by x squared, so the x squared cancel out. So negative 2 times 3, negative 6a squared x squared. Negative 2 times negative 2a cubed x. Negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4a to the fourth. Cancel, 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 so you get a remainder of 0. X squared minus ax minus 2a squared. If you multiply this by the denominator, you will get the numerator. So that's how division works. Alright, x to the fourth plus 1 over x plus 1. If I'm dividing by x plus 1, I'm just going to do x to the fourth, and I'm going to show you what happens. I'm going to not write the plus 1. So x to the fourth divided by x is x cubed. When I multiply, I get x to the fourth. X cubed times 1 is x cubed. Notice that we don't have an x cubed. And so sometimes we just put placeholders like 0x cubed and 0x squared and 0x and plus 1. Because that way you can have a place to line up your like terms, and it'll come in handy later. So subtract, subtract, x cubed divided by x is negative x squared, because we had the negative. Multiply, negative x cubed, negative x squared, because we had a 0x squared here. So change the signs, subtracting a negative, right? So that's why we get a positive. Drop down the 0. X squared divided by x. X. X times x is x squared. X times 1 is x. Minus a negative, so you get a negative x plus 1. Negative x divided by x is negative 1. Negative 1 times x. Negative x. Negative 1 times 1. Negative 1. And so you do negative 1. Oh, sorry. Negative 1 times 1 is negative 1. Change the signs. Change the signs. Remainder of 2. So x cubed minus x squared plus x minus 1 with a remainder of 2. So I'm going to add 2 over what I couldn't divide by, x plus 1. There you have it. Now on to synthetic division.